Waukegan police arrested a suspect for domestic battery and violating a protection order. Officer Richard Tabis then injured the suspect by throwing him on the ground.
Vamos. Hey.
Oh, you fell, dude. Why'd you fall?
Okay.
Why'd you fall? Get up.
I'm gonna shoot you, motherfucker.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
What up? Yeah. Okay, I got you. Alright.
You still crying?
I'll tell you, stupid motherfucker.
What are you doing? We can have a seat in there.
I'm trying to see you for you. I'm gonna see you.
After reviewing the body cam footage, the department placed Tabis on leave and the Lake County State Attorneys charged him with official misconduct and battery.
See what happens. Don't fucking.
A Harris County deputy, Ellison Collins, was indicted for assaulting a civilian, 65-year-old Jerry Allen Vaco, outside an IHOP in 2018. Collins challenged Vaco to hit him, then struck him, knocking him down and handcuffing him. The incident, caught on another officer's body camera, led to a Class A misdemeanor charge for the officer.
If you want to do something, slap the shit out of me. Get it off your chest. Slap the shit out of me and get it off your chest.
He's talking to you, sir.
Slap the shit out of me and get it off your chest. No, I'm giving you permission to slap the shit out of me, get it off your chest, and see what happens. Don't fucking.
Damn.
Turn around. Turn fucking around. Get up. That was stupid.
If you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on new content. Stay safe.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, Frantz.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Fire rescue. What's the location, Mercy?
Desk 32.
No, please don't leave.
4748 France Lane, apartment 3.
France Court.
France Court.
Yes.
Okay, is this near Mackenzie Drive?
I don't know where that is.
Okay, fine, okay.
It's Tealwood Park Apartments.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And
Okay.
like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
Welcome back to the Scream Files, where we dive deep into the most shocking true crime cases. Today, we're diving into a disturbing and controversial case that shocked the country, the case of Sarah Boone, a Florida woman accused of killing her boyfriend in one of the most bizarre and haunting ways imaginable. This case involves domestic violence, deception, and a tragic end that played out in real time on a cell phone camera. Before we begin, please note this video is for educational and informational purposes only. We aim to shed light on real-life criminal cases and raise awareness about the signs and consequences of domestic abuse. Viewer discretion is advised, as some content may be upsetting. Sarah Boone was a 42-year-old woman living in Winter Park, Florida. She lived with her longtime boyfriend, Torres Jr. Their relationship, according to court documents and prior police reports, was turbulent, marked by frequent arguments and a documented history of domestic violence from both parties. Both Boone and Torres had prior arrests involving assaults on each other. This wasn't a case of one-sided abuse. It was a cycle of toxic behavior and escalating conflict. Despite this, they continued to live together. On February 25, 2020, Sarah Boone called 911 to report that her boyfriend was dead. When police arrived, she told them that she and Torres had been drinking wine that night and decided to play a game of hide and seek. According to Boone, Torres voluntarily climbed into a suitcase and she allegedly forgot he was in there and went to bed.
Hello there. Hi. You live here? Yes. Okay, I'll talk to you. You gotta get some information from the fire department.
The property manager. I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or just so he knows what's going on.
Where is he at?
He walked that way.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you, okay?
I had a cigarette, but
I'll get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need something to drink.
Okay,
I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter.
Okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second.
It's
Vermont, you.
I got a black tail.
Put the time.
Thank you very much.
That you called it?
Yeah, I put that right there.
You got the time you called it? Okay, perfect.
Full to
You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and I, we drank last night. We had a.
Can you pass this to the around to the FD guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're right
Oh, they're not leaving?
I
Okay.
think I woke her up.
No. Each of them has to, because this might be a real thing. So each of them has to put their name in.
Normally I just put everybody.
Yeah, you call it working.
What's going on?
So
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I tried giving you CPR. The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep
When did you do CPR?
this morning when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes!
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or
Yes.
your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where does he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who zipped him up in
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. So you're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine
No,
last night?
no.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that happened.
Okay.
So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably, give me a rough ballpark. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am
Hold on,
so
one
crack
second,
mouth
one
right
second.
now.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done
Okay,
with
fine.
this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm getting Lucas.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second. Just give us a second, okay? We gotta-
Somebody else on that call operation.
It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house.
Bravo, but
Seriously, like, I'm
Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal
I
with,
need
right? Sit,
May
I
I have
don't.
water? Just water.
I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your feet because I don't want you passing out on me.
generated a call.
I need, please, I need water.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
222 Charlie, put you on it.
Hey, Sarah. Did you get enough water?
Yes. Do I have to stand up, though?
No, if you want to stay seated, don't. I don't want you getting lightheaded.
I feel weird.
So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
All right, Sarah. My name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott. To my understanding, you reside here?
Yes.
Okay. Is it just you,
And George.
Okay.
And I have a 9-year-old. It's 50-50 with Brian, my former husband.
Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or lives there? It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys.
12:30ish, yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to play hide and seek.
Well, we were playing hide and seek, and then
Was your son home at the time, or
No.
okay?
No, with my
Ex.
with Brian.
Okay.
Decided to play. We're just stupid like that. Like,
Sure.
we were putting puzzles together, and we were doing artwork. You can see the puzzle that we finished in there, and then the artwork, and then decided to play hide and seek, just being stupid.
Okay.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny to, and he was laughing about it too, to dip him up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. So this morning or this afternoon when I actually got up out of the bed, I thought for sure he was downstairs on the laptop because he was being really quiet. But then I came downstairs and I'm like, where is he? Like, and then that's when I found him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. And then you weren't sure about if you woke up this morning
It was afternoon. I mean, I was
or
awake,
this afternoon.
but I just didn't want to come downstairs. So I
Okay.
just laid in the bed for a little while. And then I eventually came downstairs and was confused about where he was. And then I was like, oh my God, he's in the suitcase still. So I pulled him out and I stretched him out and I started to try to do CPR on him. I
Okay.
called you guys. Well, I called Brian.
Okay.
And then as soon as he got here, which is 30 seconds down the road, I called you guys.
Okay.
And the person on the phone had me do the compressions continually still and count with him until you guys showed up.
Okay. And so as a part of our investigation, we obviously have to go inside the house. We have to look at things. Are you okay with us
Yes.
going in the house and looking at things?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And forensics, so we have to have our forensics crime scene investigators come out. Are you also okay with them coming inside,
Do
taking
whatever you need to
photographs
do.
and
Whatever
okay.
you need to do.
Okay.
Can I ask, is Brian, I'm sorry, George, was he diagnosed with any kind of medical history?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't take drugs. I mean, we'll have the occasional bottle of wine here and there, but I don't know, like...
That was going to be my next question. So
I
you
don't
guys
know.
don't normally drink? You just drink once in a while, or?
Well, I'm going to say, like, okay, I guess normal drinking is, like, we will have, like, a glass of wine or two, like, while we're cooking dinner, or cooking here, and we'll play a board game with him, and little games are in there. But, I mean, it's not, like...
A couple of beers a day?
Well, but I don't understand, though, like, for the little bit that we had, like, and not had anything to even do with it. Like, I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm or what happened to him. I don't know.
And were you guys together all day yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Here?
Yes.
Like neither of you left the apartment yesterday?
I think he drove up to the convenience store to get cigarettes.
Okay.
But, I mean, you can walk there.
Does he have any history of using any drugs? I know he doesn't now, because you said he doesn't, but...
I don't know.
As far as you've ever known him, you've never
No.
seen him...
No. I mean, he's from Philadelphia, and he grew up in Philadelphia, and then he went to Massachusetts, and then from Massachusetts he came down here. So I don't really know, like, a whole lot of, like, medical history or anything.
How long
like
have you guys been together?
Almost 4 years, like 3.5 years.
You guys been living here the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. He's never been to the doctor or to the hospital during that time?
He and his brother got into a really bad argument at one point. He had to have facial reconstruction. But he has been in the hospital from that. And then I talked him into going to see like a regular physician so he could get just like a regular like checkup thing.
Yeah.
But there were no red flags.
How long ago was that?
The surgery or
Yeah,
the doctor?
both.
The surgery I think was at this point, what, 2 years maybe? 2.5 years. The checkup was probably a good 2 years too.
Okay.
And the suitcase is still in there?
Yep, always.
Is it normally stored down there? Or did you guys travel recently?
No, he was going to start putting some of the, what do you call it, donations in there. So that's why.
That's why it's out?
Yes.
Okay. You guys didn't recently travel somewhere or anything like that?
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away
And I both
laughing?
were laughing about it, but I went
understand,
upstairs and I fell asleep.
Okay. But what position was he in when you put him when he went in? Was he sitting on his rear end and his head up, and he just kind of bent over?
Okay, so like this is the suitcase. Like this was his head, and then his knees right here, and his feet were down.
So he was laying on his side.
Yes. Yes.
You just closed the flap and zipped it around.
Yes.
Him. Okay.
I believe we were playing.
Understandably. Okay.
So he said that I needed to tell you guys about his family. Like, who do I talk to about that?
We're gonna do that once we walk through and see. Yeah, we're
not
gonna.
going anywhere. We're gonna be here
I'm just telling
for a
you,
while.
like,
Yeah, this is gonna be a while.
I'm afraid for my life. I want you to know that. I am
Why
afraid
is that?
for my life. His family have never liked me. I'm the blue-eyed white devil, is what they call me. So they've never liked me. They've never taken me in. They've never accepted me. I'll put it that way.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
That's
so
why
no one's gonna know until we will be making that notification. So
they're gonna
it's
kill me.
okay.
Do
Well,
they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me. His kids are going to kill me in Philadelphia. They're going to kill me. This was not intentional.
okay.
And they're not going to understand that. They're not going to accept it.
We're gonna do a thorough investigation, and we will definitely make sure that you don't feel scared when we leave here. Okay.
And
When
my
we leave.
9-year-old.
Well, he's at school. He's with your husband.
I know. Well,
ex-husband.
Your husband said that, or your ex-husband said he made arrangements for your 9-year-old to be picked up.
Oh, okay, Mom. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go inside if that's okay.
Yes, please. But can you guys just keep me posted
Of
so I
course.
know what's going on?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't.
All you have to do is get their attention if you have a question or you need to talk to us. He's standing right there. She'll be right here.
Yeah. Okay, but will you guys tell me? Like, so you're telling me like you won't call whoever it is without telling me, right?
No.
I mean, I have all their phone
And we're
numbers if
not
you need
calling.
them.
We're not making phone calls. We're actually going to speak to them in person.
Yeah.
We
That'll
are.
be later
They're
on.
going to. Okay.
It'll
You'll
be
know
later.
prior to us making any
I'm
contact.
not going to be here.
Okay.
They're going to kill me.
Okay.
We'll address all of that,
Yes.
okay, before we leave. Okay?
This was.
Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
They're coming out now. I'll get you somebody, okay? She wants to say something. She wants to talk. Come on. Yeah.
Well, we're
Don't
here,
know
so
anything though, like why or how?
So we will not know the answer to that because we're not there. So what's going to happen is he's going to go to the examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy.
Yeah.
That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot, there's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. The editing needs to turn.
As soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body. And then it just becomes very pronounced. So that's just called a public flu. It happens every day.
I'm like really scared. I want you guys to know that.
Look around. You have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you. Before we go and make any notifications, you'll have plenty of time to leave or do what you need to do. Whatever you need to do. Okay? And we can talk about that more in length. But, yeah, it's not going to be a surprise.
Real quick, and then,
but, like, I don't, like, this was totally, like, not intentional. Like, that's what I'm scared about, too. Like,
We'll have all the answers. We'll have a lot more answers tomorrow after medical examiner looks at it. Like you said, what you're seeing here is common. This is us coming out to the scene. Yeah, his age, no real medical history that we know of. For him to have passed away, we come out and do an investigation. Yeah. We come out and do an investigation. Medical examiner's office, we sending people out. This is what we do. If he was 75 years old and had a history of heart condition, we wouldn't be here.
I just don't know what I don't know what it is.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to find out. We're just here to get the answers. The answers that you want, the answers that his family's going to want.
I just really want to see my son. Like, I really need to see my son. Well, I mean, I know I can't go anywhere, but...
Right.
So, do I just, like, sit out here and wait for you guys?
If you would, yes, please.
Does anybody else having to show up, or everybody's here that needs to be here?
My team's here that needs to be here. The medical examiners will show up when we call them, but we're not ready for them yet. So they're going to take him, they're going to take some photos, take him, but that's towards the end of it. And they'll be called well in advance when we're ready for them, but we're not ready for them at this point. So we won't be calling them quite yet. Okay? So like I said, I got to go do some paperwork. They're going to chat with some people, and then we're going to come back and talk to you if you're okay with that.
Yes, please.
So just give us a little bit more time. Like I said, I need to go and do that, and he's going to go do
but do you guys tell his family, like, today or after tomorrow?
We have to. It's the
law. We have to go and make contact with the family. Yeah. They have to be notified.
Once our investigation is pretty much complete here, once we leave here, we will be going to...
But again, you'll know. I'm not going to just go and do it without you knowing. You'll know. We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But how, I mean, I understand what you guys and how you do it, and, you know, so, but, like, what do you just tell him? What do you tell his parents? Like, what's the reason he passed away?
We tell them what we know at that point.
Yeah.
We tell them the truth.
And that we're going to be waiting for the autopsy results, and I will be at the autopsy in the morning, and hopefully the doctor will be able to give me some of what they think and see.
Yeah. We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
But yeah, they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that
they're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I
said?
told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them. Even after I've encouraged him numerous times to go over there and see his family. Where they've never accepted me, and everybody my ass. So, especially his sister. He had to pull her off me one time.
Do you have somewhere safe that you can go tonight?
Both my parents are deceased, my grandparents are deceased, my aunt and uncle are deceased. I got nobody. I have a brother that's in the Marines, and then I've got another one that's in jail.
Unless your brother that's Marines is local?
No. Well, he in Altamont, but I think he's doing whatever Marine thing he's doing. But
the only way... Your phone's inside, correct?
Yes.
Does he have a phone?
No.
He doesn't have a phone?
He used my phone.
He uses your phone?
Yeah, we did it together. So, the only place I could go is over to Brian's house. So, I don't think I'm don't have a problem with it. So,
well, like I said, we're not going to leave here. If you do not feel safe, you're not going to leave here with you not feeling safe. Because then we're liable.
And then his ex-wife in Philadelphia.
Well, she's in Philadelphia, I guess.
Shoot. There's going to be a funeral.
Right. That you're talking like days and no, I'm talking right here, right now. So let me do my investigation. Let me go do this paperwork that I'm talking about because we can go back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know. Sorry.
I promise we're not going to leave here for you and you not feel safe. Okay.
Please. Okay. I don't even know what to tell you.
It's okay. Just take a seat, have some water, give us a few minutes, let us do our thing, and we'll be back to talk to you. I promise. Okay.
Like you said, you need us again, just let them know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Martina,
Yeah.
go ahead and type.
Okay.
Sit down and type and keep like eyes on. Do you have anyone in here?
There's nobody here, just me.
Okay, that's fine. You're right there, right?
Yeah.
Sit there and type. You're fine. I have relief coming, so just get free.
The evidence quickly painted a different picture. The suitcase where his lifeless body was found was zipped shut completely, with no way for him to open it from the inside. Boone claimed it was an accident, but police weren't convinced. The biggest turning point in the investigation came when detectives searched her phone, and what they found was chilling. 2 videos recorded on Boone's phone showed Torres struggling inside the suitcase, pleading for his life. He can be heard screaming for help, saying he couldn't breathe. In the background, Boone's voice is calm and even mocking. She says things like, "That's what I feel like when you cheat on me," and "You should probably shut the F up." The videos were time-stamped, and they showed Torres was trapped for an extended period, long enough for Boone to have helped him, but she didn't. The autopsy revealed that Torres died from positional asphyxiation. His injuries were consistent with being trapped in a confined space and struggling to get out. Sarah Boone was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. She pleaded not guilty and has remained in custody while awaiting trial. Her defense has claimed that the incident was not intentional and has tried to cast doubt on her state of mind and the nature of the couple's relationship. In October 2024, Sarah Boone was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. We're sharing this case not to sensationalize a tragedy, but to inform and educate. The Sarah Boone case is a haunting reminder that abuse, when ignored or normalized, can escalate into fatal consequences. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, please know there is help available. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into true crime cases. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay aware and stay safe.
A violent confrontation with law enforcement left a 65-year-old St. Petersburg resident, Marina DiFilippo, in critical condition following a deputy-involved shooting. The incident unfolded after deputies attempted to apprehend DiFilippo for a traffic violation. According to St. Petersburg Police Chief Anthony Holloway, the initial encounter occurred approximately 1:30 a.m. when a Pinellas County deputy initiated the traffic stop near the intersection of 113th Street North and Park Boulevard.
113th and Park, Florida 28 Indigo Delta 6 8 Echo Golf on a red Toyota.
129.
Go ahead.
Bridge 7, 30th Street, Zero, Papa Juliet, Zulu 25, Black. Dodge,
Yes? I need you to pull over into that parking lot over there. You're in the middle of the road right now.
Citing a traffic light violation, during the stop, DiFilippo reportedly exhibited erotic behavior, communicating with the deputy possibly in Russian, and making claims that the CIA was pursuing her.
Over there?
Which one?
That bank right there. Because you're in the middle of the road right now.
Well, I wait.
You're in the middle of the road. Go to that parking lot over there. Do you understand?
What's a very funny song? Don't go this way. I'm a CIA couple.
Okay, can you pull over to that or no?
No, I'm not going to pull over.
Okay, well you need to turn your vehicle off for me.
No, I'm gonna go.
Seminole 3, can I have a Route 294?
CIA.
Subsequently, she fled the scene. A pursuit ensued, leading to Gulf Boulevard, where additional deputies from Pinellas County and officers from Indian Shores Police Department attempted to detain her.
Front driver's side tire is completely flat. It's about to flail off in here a couple seconds. Pulling up to a stop at 177th Avenue West. 177th Avenue West, Gulf Boulevard.
Driver! Turn the car off! Hands up! Put your hands out the driver window!
Somebody want to get on the PA?
Sheriff 15, looks like one occupant. Front driver.
Oh, we got, he's putting on PA.
Driver, turn the vehicle off.
Driver, put your hands up and put your hands outside of the vehicle.
Oh, there's a gun. She's pointing it out.
Squad car.
Yep.
Authorities report that she brandished a firearm, prompting the Indian Shores Police Department to deploy less lethal methods in an attempt to subdue her.
Which direction you was from?
From the north to the south. They can pop out over here. Yeah, sorry.
All right. I believe she put the gun down. I don't see it in her right hand that last time, but let me confirm if I see that right hand again.
Oh, she's going again. She's moving. She's moving. She's gonna
U-turn. Hey guys.
Oh, hey, get back.
U-turn. Make me U-turn, guys.
Hey, buddy, get out of that B pillar.
If she takes off, we're gonna let her leave.
Yep.
Hey, somebody get on two and get the eagle up.
They're not gonna get up on this. Not in this weather.
Somebody got stop sticks to put up down here before she turns? Up too late.
We have any more stop sticks to throw out there?
Hey, everybody on this side.
Yep.
Behind covers, go
Yep.
around. Mark it down.
Good spot sit around. Or if you want to.
Armored vehicle, do so.
Alright, attempted pit. Still northbound through Whitehurst. It's moving back up. Good pit, good pit.
Ready back off a little bit with the AMRAP in position. AMRAP should pinch from the front and another Tahoe from behind.
Stop! Stop!
DeFilippo then proceeded to ram her vehicle into a police cruiser. In response to the escalating threat, 7 Pinellas County deputies discharged their firearms, critically wounding DeFilippo. One deputy sustained minor injuries during the incident and received hospital treatment. DeFilippo is charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault on law enforcement, and fleeing from police. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on new content. Stay safe.
And then put your arms behind your back.
What?
Put your hands behind your back.
All right.
A routine traffic stop in Lady Lake, Florida, led to the apprehension of Donald Eugene Fields II, a fugitive on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. Officers from Lady Lake Police Department initiated the stop at 9:15 a.m. on a Sunday after noticing the vehicle's license plate did not match the vehicle. Video evidence shows officers questioning Fields, and a subsequent check revealed the license plate discrepancy. The police release confirmed that Fields was positively identified and taken into custody.
322 back to county. Final stop's going to be behind the Papa John's and the Best Buy Plaza.
Sorry for taking. I didn't know if I was supposed to pull over back there or not.
You're good. Okay. All right. Hands up. Thank you. Driver's license, registration, insurance.
Okay.
Thank you. You got any weapons in the vehicle?
I don't think so.
Okay. So whose truck is this?
Joe Michaels. I'm an employee.
Okay. So this tag does not come back to this vehicle. This tag's not assigned to any vehicle.
Well, I don't know that. If you look, I'm a construction guy, so I do. Oh, hands up.
Okay,
Sorry
but
about
as the driver of the vehicle, you're responsible for it. You have to make sure that it's legal.
I don't know all
Which is why
that.
I'm going to ask you for your insurance, your registration
She'll get
as
it all,
well.
she'll get
And
it.
she's okay. Great.
I work right, not trying to turn fast toward you. Right here at Lady Lakes, we're putting the pot bellies on.
Okay. Yeah. What is that? What kind of restaurant is that?
It's Sandwich Shop. I've been working there for 5 months putting that place on.
It's kind of like Subway. Yeah.
Oh. All right.
It's open Saturday. Or
And we're open
Saturday and
Saturday.
Wednesday.
No, get my updated one.
I don't have your updated one.
Sure,
That's all
give me
I
one
have.
second, please. I don't know where the information on the truck is. I don't know that stuff, you know.
Well, good thing you got her with you, huh?
Well, we've been there, like I said, for 5 months, and
Okay, hold on. It's in here. I just see it.
Is that your license?
Outdated ones. She's gonna find it real quick. Give me a second. I got
Okay.
it.
Do you have a Florida license?
No.
No. Where do you live?
Okay, so no, you don't. What's up there?
I ain't getting shot looking for stuff, though.
I'm just saying.
Hang on. It's all here.
That's must be the man.
My eyes ain't good. Just give it a second.
This is for work. This is a delivery I got.
No, but look, come on.
All right. So you don't have registration, you don't have insurance, and all you have is an out-of-date driver's license.
I got to know my driver's license up to date.
Okay.
This is my
But that's the one that you have. Is an out-of-date.
I mean, we could call the old owner of the truck.
And the tag that's attached to this truck does not belong on this truck. And I'm going to go check the sticker as soon as I get another officer here because it doesn't look right to me. It looks odd. I'm just going to say that. So.
I'm just driving. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I get in trouble for that?
Absolutely.
Like what kind of trouble?
As you're the driver of the vehicle, you're responsible for it. It should be in legal status as you're driving it down the road. So if the tag attached isn't assigned and you can't provide me a tag for it, it's going to get towed.
Oh, come on.
I can't let you drive a vehicle on the road. You can't provide me insurance. You have no valid registration. The tag that's attached to it is not assigned to this vehicle. It's a non-licensed. It's not a licensed vehicle. You can't drive it on the road.
Maybe it's someone swap tags. I don't know. You can check it. It should be legal. But nothing else. Can I park it right at our work right here? My work's right there.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, here.
Okay. All right.
What do you got in your wallet? Will you check that for me?
What do I got in my wallet?
No, you have your ID in your wallet. Your valid ID?
Yeah, no, that's the only one he has. Like,
okay. All right.
Just look it up.
Okay, hang tight for me. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to look at that. Yeah, that's what I thought. That sticker. That's what I thought. That tag's not attached.
At this point, officers on the scene take his driver's license to see if he's wanted or has any other offenses, and what they find is truly horrifying.
Lake 322 County 65 Diablo number out of Missouri. Lima 107-232-003 Walter Long. Oh, lovely. No, different guy. Go ahead. 26, thank you. No VIN. Go figure. Open your door.
Right here. This explains why. It was a wreck truck. Whoever operates with it. It was a total truck within the. There's other places you wouldn't do that. Yeah, I know that.
All right.
I'm not
so we're going to
about
have to find it on the vehicle. I need a VIN.
Right there.
Okay.
Any weapons or anything like that in the vehicle you're worried about? There could be, yes. I don't know. That could be. Cause I always got a gun, but I don't know if I brought it. That's not on the vehicle. That's why I won't touch nothing. I'm trying to tell you waggle. I didn't know.
So I asked you that earlier if you had any weapons in the vehicle. You told me no, and now you said I could have a gun. I don't know.
Okay,
Ma'am, you get back in.
Okay.
You get back in. We're going to deal with you one at a time.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
You want both of them back there? All right. Walk back here. I got.
You can sit on the bumper. Okay, you're fine.
Let me grab his wallet. There's stuff in there with names. It has the same name that he provided here.
Can you step over here more? Step over my door.
Yeah. Unknown caller.
Hello. So, this guy's on a FBI most wanted list if this is him, but he's kind of changed his fucking description.
Well, it's odd that the tattoo on his leg he said was burnt off. Mr. Long, one more thing for me. Can you turn around and lift your shirt? Show this officer your back, please. All the way. There you go. That's good. Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want to do?
Come on.
Slide the arm out. Slide this arm out. Come on, bro.
And then put your arms behind your back.
What?
Put your hands behind your back.
All right. All right.
Stop
I'm not
fucking
moving.
pulling.
I'm
from
not
me,
pulling
okay?
nowhere.
Hey, back the fuck up.
Stay back.
Back
Stay
up.
back. Fucking cuss at me. Stay back. Stay back. I have had back surgery. I have had back surgery.
Good for you.
Hey, shut up.
Stop yelling. Unless you want to go to jail too.
Shut up. Just
I'm
shut
sure
up.
Missouri would love
Shut
you
up.
for your warrant.
Shut up. Shut up.
Exactly.
Shut up. You're fine.
Are you going to calm down or do you want handcuffs?
She's fine.
You're calm? Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
In a minute.
Alyssa, do you have someone you can call to come pick you up? Is this your phone in your vehicle? Okay.
Yes, my ring there. Who do I call? Who do I call?
Just calm down. Okay? I just want you calm.
FBI Special Agent in charge, Ashley Johnson, credited the Lady Lake Police Department's vigilance for the successful capture. Fields, which is 60 years old, had been added to the FBI's most wanted list in May 2023, with a reward of up to $250,000 offered for information leading to his arrest. He was federally indicted in St. Louis in December 2023 for alleged attempts to recruit and exploit a minor for commercial and explicit activity between 2013 and 2017. Additionally, he faces state charges in Missouri, including allegations of inexplicit assault and many other terrible charges, including minors. He had been a fugitive since March 2022 when he failed to appear for a scheduled court hearing in Franklin County, Missouri. No one should be forced, deceived, or pressured into work or inexplicit acts. If you're looking to get help or just share a tip, call 1-888-373-7888. This is a 24/7 confidential multilingual hotline. If you want to see more of our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on new videos. Stay safe.
County Public Safety, how may I help you?
Yes, I'd like an officer at 829 Stony Brook. Girlfriend just woke me up and swears that she found her severed head of her son in a basin.
Welcome back to the Scream Files. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking and brutal true crime cases in recent history. The case of Taylor Schabusiness made headlines not just for the horror of the crime itself, but for the disturbing psychological elements surrounding it. Taylor Schabusiness was a 24-year-old woman from Green Bay, Wisconsin. By most public accounts, she had a troubled history, struggles with drug abuse, a chaotic lifestyle, and a past riddled with instability. She was known to have been in a volatile relationship with a man named Shad Therian, a 25-year-old also living in Green Bay. Their relationship, fueled by drug use and erratic behavior, would ultimately end in unthinkable tragedy. On February 23, 2022, police were called to a house on Stony Brook Lane. A woman had found a severed human head in a bucket in her basement. That woman was Shad Therian's mother.
Okay. Did you both see this?
I opened the towel, I picked up the towel and dropped it because I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I have bad vision. And she's like, is that what I think it is? I'm like, I don't fucking know. What the fuck is it?
Do you want to stay with those two? I'll just go see what.
Yeah.
Where is it at?
So right there. Look right, there's a bucket with a towel on it.
Just keep an eye out. Dude, it is.
Okay.
Let's just. Okay. Hold on, just. That's one, right? 4 Ed 1 to 82 Sam. I know you're busy over there, but this is actually what it's going to be. It's not going to be a 961 thing or a 96 thing, so we're going to need more units here.
That's your problem. If there's anybody supposed to be there.
Was that Fred 1? No for right now. It's here sooner rather than later, that'd be appreciated. We've got quite a bit of blood down here. I want to clear this rest of this house. We've got 2 people in the house for sure.
The Green Bay police responded immediately, and what they discovered was horrifying. The head in the bucket belonged to Shad. Further investigation found other body parts, his torso and legs hidden in various areas of the home and in nearby locations. Taylor Shabiznis was quickly identified as the last person to have seen Shad alive. She had been at his mother's house the night before. Police tracked down Shabiznis later that day. She was found at a residence with dried blood on her clothing.
Please, nobody, please, nobody. Nothing. Hey. Is this blood? Does this look like blood to you? Or am I just tripping? Bloody footprint? You see this right here?
Could possibly be blood.
Hey, who did that? Hi, Taylor. How's it going? Officer Russell with the Green Bay Police Department. Just make sure you ain't got nothing on you here. With Taylor.
Contact
Taylor, you have one warrant for your arrest. Just put your hands behind your back, quick.
Anybody else in your apartment?
You got blood on your hands here, too. No, on your hands. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to.
What apartment is it?
What apartment are you in?
Do you have it? Can you come up? You got something to get under.
On the double.
Which apartment? One is what they came back to.
Good. Come here. Yeah, go. Guys, hurry and get here now. Watch this window right here. Gun. Go in here. Come to the back of the apartment. That's where we are. You come over here. 2 more will be fine. If 84 is here.
Hands up!
Yeah, contact with the mail.
Hands up! Walk out towards me!
Have a seat.
All the traffic. About towards me. Get out of the warehouse.
Who else is in the apartment? Be straight up. Tomes? Who else? Just Tomes? Is he armed? Nobody's armed?
Nobody's armed.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Green Bay Police! Everybody get here! Announce yourself now!
Go ahead. Negative, we got it up here.
Upon questioning, her demeanor was shockingly calm, almost detached, at times even laughing.
Put the chain around you. Put the chain around your neck.
I put it around my neck.
Do you have any marks or anything?
You didn't get the chance to strangle it.
Yeah, just you didn't get a chance to strangle you? Was that you was going to though? Was that part of the?
I thought that was the thing, and then like I don't know, I just wanted to just like I think I went a little too far because like I like blacking out while I was doing it, right? And then like and then like I look at him, I'm like he's already purple. I'm like I don't know if he's is he good? But then like when I woke up, like you know during the blackout moment, like like he was coughing up blood. I'm like, I don't know, I just kept on going. Like, damn.
But when did you start, cutting up his body?
I don't know, like almost right away. I was sucking and cutting at the same time.
Okay. But what about the rest of his body parts? Did that take all day? Did you?
I was getting pissed off at the dismemberment process, actually.
Did it take a while? It took a while?
Yeah, because like I was nodding out. So
I guess you're kind of sitting, kind of nodding in and out. Have you taken any other drugs?
I should have took drugs. I probably would have helped, but I didn't.
So you dismembered the body too?
Yeah.
And what did you do with the body parts?
Oh, they're in the house.
Somewhere?
They're like, yeah.
Basement, upstairs, downstairs?
Absolutely in the basement. I was gonna bring them with them. And then, I know I forgot the head. I wanted the head.
Did you bring anything with you?
Yeah, it's in the van.
What?
It's in the van. It's, what is it? I think it's a foot, maybe.
The what?
I think it's a foot.
A foot
leg,
in the van?
A leg, maybe. I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna bring it all. And then I'm like, man, this is messy. So then I just left it. I got lazy.
Okay.
I got lazy, and that's what I did. So I'm like,
okay. So there's going to be maybe a foot or a leg in the van. And then,
yeah.
what did you do with the head?
I forgot that was in the van, so, yeah.
What did you do with the head?
The head, I put it in that bucket, that black bucket.
Black bucket?
With the blanket on top.
Okay. And then where'd you leave it?
Leave the head? It's still in the bucket. It's right by the stairs.
By the stairs? What do you think should happen if somebody does something like this to somebody else?
I don't know. They obviously get prison time. I don't know. Do you guys find all the parts here?
So, going through the process of looking. So, did you remove any other? You said you had the heart and the liver up with the lungs. Did you remove all that from the chest cavity? Or did you leave them in there? Or?
It could be in there, yeah.
Do you remember? Or?
They're all in plastic bags.
Separate bags or one big bag?
They're all in separate bags, like Walmart bags. And they'll find them.
Well, I'm sure they'll go.
In interviews, she admitted to strangling Shad with a chain during a drug-fueled sexual encounter. She stated she blacked out during the killing, and when she came to, she continued mutilating the body. What stood out to investigators was the sheer brutality and the chilling lack of remorse. Taylor Shabiznis was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. The legal process was not straightforward. At one court hearing, Shabiznis attacked her defense attorney for no apparent reason. The attorney that was attacked withdrew from the case after that incident. Her defense was initially entered as an insanity plea, arguing she was not mentally competent at the time of the killing, but two separate evaluations by mental health professionals concluded she was competent to stand trial. In July 2023, a jury found her guilty on all charges after a brief deliberation. During the trial, graphic images and evidence were shown, and prosecutors painted a picture of someone with a severe disregard for human life. In September 2023, she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This video isn't made to glorify crime or to sensationalize tragedy. We tell these stories because they matter. They remind us of the importance of mental health awareness, the devastating consequences of substance abuse, and how violence can often go unnoticed until it's far too late. Understanding the facts of a case like this also gives us insight into the criminal justice system, the way investigations unfold, the role of forensic evidence, and how courts determine accountability. We cover cases like Taylor Shabiznis's to educate, to inform, and to never forget the victims at the heart of these tragedies. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.
Got my water.
All right.
111 is John. What's the address emergency?
Hi, there is an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
I think it's a human head.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
Why do you think it's that?
Because it looks like it's all an ear.
Is it bloody or does it like anything like that?
I just told you to come. So I had to take a picture and send it to you.
What's the address? Is your son there now?
He just pulled up. We wanted to make sure he was here before we called.
How old is he?
19. He's had a little bit of a fascination with the morbid, but he was channeling it, I thought, into becoming a crime scene investigator, but not so much.
Do you think he's going to be cooperative with us?
I don't know. I don't think he'll be violent. Just came back from his friend's house.
Does he have any weapons in his room, or do you guys have any in the house?
I don't know. I think that he has a shotgun, but we can certainly remove it immediately before he gets in his room. He's out by the car now, so.
Is the bag still in the closet?
No, it's in my kitchen sink. And there's a secondary bag that I have not opened.
Welcome to the Scream Files. Today, we delve into a case that shocked the community of Grand Junction, Colorado. The tragic and brutal murder of Warren Barnes by Brian Cohey Jr. This case underscores the critical importance of mental health awareness and community vigilance. Viewer discretion is advised due to the graphic nature of the content. Warren Barnes, affectionately known as the Reading Man, was a 69-year-old transient who found solace in the streets of Grand Junction. He was often seen near Monique's bridal shop, engrossed in books provided by compassionate locals. Described as gentle and quiet, Warren had become a beloved figure in the community. Despite his hardships, Warren's presence was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the bonds that can form within a community. Contrastingly, Brian Cohey Jr. grew up in the same city. Diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 5, Brian faced social challenges throughout his youth. His fascination with dark subjects and morbid humor often alienated him from his peers, raising concerns among those who knew him. Reports indicate that Brian's interests took a disturbing turn during his teenage years. His fascination with figures like Jeffrey Dahmer earned him unsettling nicknames among classmates. On the night of February 27, 2021, Brian's disturbing thoughts eventually led to a horrific crime. Spotting Warren Barnes sleeping under a bridge near Crosby Avenue, Brian approached and fatally stabbed him. He then proceeded to decapitate and dismember Warren's body, taking the severed head and hands back to his home. But Brian had made a mistake. As he's trying to cover up evidence of the murder, he drives his car into the Colorado River just off the Blue Heron boat launch. He calls his parents for assistance, and then they call the police for further assistance.
Oh, goodness. Let me see if I can text it.
I did not know that.
How do we call a tow for that? Just that it's...
I don't know, because he'd have to get in the friggin' water.
Yeah.
I called Black's Towing, and they want me to text them a photo of the car because they think they might be able to pull it out.
Okay. So you're already in contact with them?
Yeah, but I only have like 10% battery left on my phone, and now he wants me to text him a photo of the car, and I'm like, oh, good Lord.
I can take one and text it to him for you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Get back in the car. It's rather cold out here.
Good idea.
Okay, what phone number do you need that sent to?
2 days after the murder of Warren, he is reported missing by locals.
If you've ever been downtown, you guys would see him. He
looks
walks
familiar.
Main Street.
Yeah,
he's
Brett
always
probably knows him if he's talking to him.
he's always on Main Street, just with his backpack, just walking and coming down to the shop to sit in his chair, pretty much.
How do you know Warren?
I own Monique's Bridal downtown, and I give him a chair to sit and read his books.
Is it a homeless gentleman?
He's not homeless. He stays in a place. He pays for a room every day. He comes back in the shop because we keep his chair inside the shop to deter other people from sitting in it behind my shop. Works for a company that does just like temp agency, and they were the ones that actually contacted me because he's never missed work, and they know that he sits behind my shops.
So every morning it's around 6?
Yeah.
Without fail?
Without fail.
7 days a week?
Yes. He is there every morning.
All by himself?
Yeah. He's the nicest guy ever. Rough looking, but he is the nicest guy.
And
he buys Pall Mall Red 100s every day and a donut.
I know he goes to the library a lot as well, because he, like I said, he reads books.
Loves to read.
So you said, what raised concern with you today to report him missing?
Because the place people already called to see if I had seen him because he didn't show up for work, and he's never once not shown up for work in the 4 years he's been working for them. So I said no, and that I hadn't seen him since Saturday. I don't know, I just have a really bad feeling because it's unlike him. And that's the weird thing is I said, I'll see you tomorrow. He said, I'll be here, I'll see you tomorrow. And then I didn't even think about it when he wasn't there, really.
Does he ever have anybody sit and read with him or
No.
next to him? Does he mention talking to anybody?
No, he doesn't associate with a lot of the like transients because he's not like them. He's very intelligent. Like I don't know why he's homeless. I never really got into like why he chose, you know.
I'm sure you asked him. Did he ever talk about his family or where he came from?
So he has, I believe, at least one child, but they don't talk.
Okay.
And he said that they talk maybe once every 3 or 4 years on a holiday, but that he hasn't spoken to
So he
him,
probably didn't go for a visit.
No. He wouldn't have, and if he was, he would have told the people Ready Place he wasn't going to be there for work. He was very all about having that so he could afford his place to stay.
Simultaneously, Brian's parents are piecing together that their son has some disturbing items in his car and bedroom.
So I'm like, okay, gotta get this car started for Brian. He's gotta work. So right away, I popped the hood, unhooked the battery, because it was dead, tried to charge the battery. I started going through the car, vacuuming out all the water. Did as much as I could Saturday. Went back out there this morning, just to continue. And I opened the glove box, and there was a knife in the glove box, underwater.
Okay.
The glove box was full of water. Very large knife.
Okay.
And then, as I go around the passenger door, I open the passenger door, and there's a wallet in between this door and the gun or whatever.
Okay.
And I open up, that's not Brian's wallet. It's frozen solid. I'm like, oh my God, that's not Brian's wallet. So I take him aside, and I was like, hey, this is a weird call, but I've got a wallet here with so-and-so's name, and I'm hoping he works for you all, or you subbed him out or whatever. Oh, yeah, my one, we've been missing him. Yes, he didn't show up today. I'm like, oh my God, now we've got a missing person. Okay, well, I found his wallet at Blue Hen Program. So here's my name, here's all my information. If you get a hold of him, tell him I've got his wallet here at my house. Okay, so I left that like that. Called Brian. Brian, what's going on? Why is there a wallet in the car? Oh, I found it down at the book ramp when I was down there walking around. Okay. And he was so sincere. I took it all. I want to believe him. He's my son. Sure. You found him. Well, Brian, how come, and all this going on in the last 2 days, well, how come you didn't tell us about the wallet? Dad, I was just so excited with all the goings on. My car getting towed because it's wet now. It won't start. I just didn't think about it. I didn't think it was important, Dad. I'm like, Brian, who is this one, whatever guy? Dad, I swear to you, from the bottom, I only know one more, and he's my school friend. It's not him. I believe him. And then I started working on my house, doing some drywall repairs, just doing other things. Left the car alone, didn't let it dry out. And my wife called, get over here right now. Drop everything, leave right now.
When Brian's parents make the horrifying discovery of human remains in their son's closet, they immediately contact authorities. The Bodycam footage captures the tense moments when officers arrived at the Cohee household, met by Brian's visibly distressed father, who directed them inside.
So, parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Okay, where did you do that at?
Underneath the bridge.
Which bridge?
The one past...
Okay.
Near the weird intersection.
Okay. Do you have anything on you he's going to cut, poke, hurt, stick me anything without reaching for nothing? Don't reach for nothing.
My phone and my wallet, that's
okay.
it.
Well, I'm going to have you face that way. Put your hands on top of your head for me real quick. I just want to make sure you interlace your fingers for me real quick, all right?
Go ahead. Phone?
Okay. How do you know this guy?
They told me that that was what was in the wallet.
What do you mean that was...
No, Brian, how did you come across this guy?
How'd you come across the gentleman?
I was driving,
Uh-huh.
and I saw a strange shape near the railway.
Uh-huh.
So I parked my car and investigated it,
Okay.
and I found it to be a man sleeping.
Okay. Where's the knife at?
It is in my sunken car. Well, it's in my car.
I had that
previously sunk.
This is going to be an investigation, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. So, did that happen when you crashed your car? Or is that totally different?
That's related, but a different event.
Okay. How's it related?
Well, when I killed him, I tried disposing of his body by putting it in the river, but
Okay,
I parked too low in the river. And
Where's the rest of his body at?
Huh?
Where's the rest of the body at?
What parts?
The body, Brian. Where's his body?
Down the river.
Okay. I'm going to have you walk over here. You're going to sit in the back of my partner's patrol car for a minute, okay? Not yet. Okay. Just sit back there and hang out for me, okay?
How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you? You said your name is Brian?
Yeah. I'm not feeling too well.
You're not feeling too well? All right.
No, these past few days I've been very, very anxious.
That's understandable. So what we're going to have you do here is I'm just going to have you sit in the back here, okay? I'm going to turn on the air for you in a second. That way you're not too hot. Are you a hot-blooded or cold-blooded kind of guy?
I am very cold-blooded. I prefer cold. Well, no, actually, sorry, hot-blooded.
Hot-blooded. So you prefer the cold. Okay, fantastic. All right. So hop in here. I know you're tall, so it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but like I said, I'll get that air on for you.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Can you walk me inside,
Let's
please?
walk you all through this, what happened in the very beginning.
Okay.
Let me do it. You go inside.
Well, let's stay out here with me for a minute.
Sit down. Come on, sit down, baby.
Can I go in there and verify here
Oh,
first?
yeah, please.
Let me
We
go
haven't
through
seen
that.
it. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't looked at it.
It's under the towel in the sink.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, Stay with your mother. Give her
Just make sure that guy goes in the car first.
I can stay there. You can go in the same place.
Well,
Sink
okay.
right there. No one can understand. House is empty.
Okay.
We had a bad feeling about what happened this weekend.
Okay.
And she said there's a bag in this closet, and she opened it up, and she called me and said, get over here right now. I covered it with a towel.
Okay.
I didn't want him to see it because we didn't want him to run. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah. 22, 42, you clear for a call?
Got my water.
All right, I'm giving you a call.
Let me know whenever you want to start.
Yeah, let me get this figured out. Oh, yeah, you might want to call investigations. So, oh yeah, he already, I asked him what was going on, he said I killed a guy. I stabbed him, that's his head. I dumped his body in the river. So, I guess this guy's name is like Warren Brown or something. So, alright, I'm gonna secure the house, and he said there should be hands and the head's in the sink. The body is in the river. So, what's that? Yeah. What's that? Oh, does it sound by my voice that it looks real? It is. So, okay.
He left Friday night, late in the morning. Our phone rings at my house. Dad, this is Brian. My son Brian. Same name, same birthday, January 10th. My firstborn. My car's stuck in the river. Wait, what? So we go there, and he gives us a song and dance, how it was a full moon, he wanted to pull down to the water. And next thing you know, since it's a one-wheel drive, we tried to put it in reverse, and the car started sliding, and next thing you know, he ended up in the river. So we get there to pick him up, we call the police at 2 o'clock in the morning. My son put his car in the river, so they called a tow truck company. We called 4 tow truck companies, couldn't get the car out of the river.
Where's the car?
Blood all over the bumper.
Where is the car?
So we towed it to Scotty's to have it, see if they could fix it. So I called Scotty's and said, don't touch it.
Okay.
I already called him and said, don't touch it.
Nothing was taken out of the vehicle.
Yes,
you know.
I did. Yes.
What did you take out of the vehicle?
I cleaned it up, bottles, everything, incriminating
Do you know
stuff.
where that stuff is?
Yes, it's all at the house.
It's all at the house.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
in a bag.
No, I didn't know this had happened first, so I'm thinking I'm going to get Brian's car cleaned out, we're going to get it all fixed up,
Right.
call Scotty's, they're going to start it up.
Right.
But then things started unfolding.
Okay.
We saw blood on the bumper. We asked Brian, Brian, what's this from? Oh, I think I cut my finger.
Okay.
What else has got on? I found a wallet, so I'm going through the car this morning, and there's a wallet in the car, and I'm like, Brian, whose wallet? Oh, I found it at the boat ramp.
And where were you going through the car this morning?
Because it was at my house. We towed it to my house.
Oh, so now it's at your house.
It's at my house.
It's not at Scotty's anymore.
No, when I found that I couldn't start it, I called the tow truck company, and they towed it to Scotty's this morning.
Oh, it just
So they just got it.
Okay.
Car was towed there, and I'm like, well, I started pulling out bottles, this, and I'm like, Brian, why is there a knife in your glove box? Dad, I don't feel safe.
So you touched the knife?
Oh, absolutely. But the knife was underwater. The car was underwater.
Right, okay.
So I pulled everything out of the car.
Okay. And all of that stuff is in your garage?
All the
right now?
stuff's at my house.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I was pulling it out, I'm like, what the fuck?
So he had the car at his house this morning. He took out knife, a bunch of stuff.
Who's?
Brian Sr. His house. I have the
Hold on one
address.
second. Go ahead. I copy.
So I told him we'd hang tight until investigations came, and then he can take them there where all the items are.
Go ahead. No, we're fine. We've got him sitting in a patrol car right now, and it's just the family here, so we're good. Appreciate it. Okay, so where's everything else?
5. He had the car at the house this morning. He pulled the knife, all sorts of stuff. He said there was blood all over.
Okay. Hold on.
You're good.
Car to car or stuck. We'll also have a second address that'll have to either go through on consent or through a search warrant. It's going to be by Dad's house. He had the car over there and
Cleaned it out,
unbeknownst to knowing what was going on.
Dad's super cooperative about taking us there and letting us look at. So I just told him we'd wait till investigations got here and just keep him here. They have another location. I don't believe this is their house, or maybe this is their second house.
Yeah, I copied. They're cooperative out here, and our suspect is sitting in a patrol car.
I know you guys have a lot going on right now. It's a lot to process, so we'll work with you every step of the way as much as we can.
Yeah. How long till the news company shows up?
We're gonna try to keep that a while, so we're hoping.
We need to get clear on this so we can get out of Dodge. Because I don't want to. We can't have news in front of me. I run the life jacket program here in town.
Okay. Biggest thing is our investigation unit.
Oh, absolutely,
here and talk to you guys, and
absolutely,
then,
sure.
Like I said, even if news shows up, we're not gonna let them down here.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
Just focus on.
Don't let them up there
breathing
either. They'll
and
be able
kinda,
to see stuff from up there too.
Well, nobody else should know about this right now.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. So, and again, be careful who you guys talk to, who you
No-
tell
no-
anything.
nobody.
or
You haven't
anything.
told anybody
Okay.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows but you.
Perfect. Same goes for you.
Yeah, yes.
Are you family,
My son.
Yeah.
Second
Okay.
brother.
All right.
Second son.
Okay. And your name? Nice to meet you. Sorry, we're meeting this way.
No,
Oh my God, I can't believe
At least
it.
it's not me in that car, you know?
I can't believe it.
Got it.
Oh my God.
It's kind of a time to not really know what to do, so.
I don't know what happened. At random too. Why? I don't get it.
I don't have any answer. How old is Brian?
He's 19.
He's 19.
110-02.
Mom,
19.
what's your name?
My name's Terry.
Terry? Okay. Are you okay? Do you need anything medical?
Well, we're waiting on a call from my doctor.
Okay. Okay. All right. So hang tight right here. I got to chat with my partners again, okay? Brian, When would you say this? What night did this happen?
No, Friday late Saturday morning.
This Saturday?
1 o'clock, yes.
Okay.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Stop. Just this Saturday. At 1 in the morning.
For what, the car crash?
Yeah, the whole incident. All right, Brian. I've got one male on board. We're en route to the office.
What time is it?
It is 2:32.
It was under this bridge.
It was under this bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. Like right there under the bridge? Or
This side of the bridge. Behind one of these support pillars.
okay. Stuck with. He said it was the bridge here right by the jail. From what he's saying, it sounds like overpass, but we'll clarify.
A patrol car is then sent to the bridge where Brian says the murder occurred.
There's an arm, there's another arm.
Okay, hold on. Do some pictures. Start right now.
There's another one.
I don't have a clue. Okay.
This is like something out of TV.
Yeah. Just having a discussion with the deputy chief about how these kids don't have any remorse. Right, here's a leg. Well, it could be the upper arm or a leg.
Well, there's 3. There, and there.
Pieces down there, I mean.
A patrol guide to yellow tape it and then hold it, because the potential is that there's a secondary by the boat launch.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, we can
if
run
you
out
wanna
there
go,
and look at that, and then if you guys, we can just ask for a.
I'm switching to primary, hold on.
But if we can get the lab out here, that would be the best thing.
yeah, get forensics out here. Yeah,
Probably check that other camp up there.
holy hell.
Yeah, well,
We're good. Yeah.
Brian, eerily calm during his arrest, complied without resistance. He later admitted to the crime almost immediately upon questioning, showing no signs of remorse.
Here.
I murdered someone.
Okay. But how did you get to my office?
Well, the police drove me here from my mom's house.
Okay. You said you murdered someone.
I did.
Did you know the person?
No.
No?
No. I was driving one night. I was in a, shall we say, bad state of mind.
Okay.
I saw a strange shape by the railway tracks, so I investigated, and it revealed to be a homeless person sleeping. Well, I presumed homeless, because he was there.
Okay.
So, I stabbed him to death.
Okay.
Then decapitated his head and hands and arms.
Okay.
I then took the head and put it in my car trunk along with the hands in bags, plastic Ziploc bags. I took it back to my house, cleaned off the knife, tried to hide the head and hands, removed the trash in my car that was stained in blood, and then I tried sleeping. However, I was quite stupid, shall we say, because I decided that's too much evidence. The body needs to be dumped in the river. So I took the body in the trunk, drove it to the Blue Heron drop-off point, and unsuccessfully dumped the body as I parked too low down the ramp. The ramp is mud and dirt, so unless you have four-wheel drive, you're not getting out. And I was unable to get out, and my car flooded. Let's see, I killed him just after 11, February 27th, 2021, and then I dumped the body. I tried to dump the body. I'm trying to remember the time exactly. It was 1 a.m.
Okay.
And yeah.
So that sounds fascinating.
What do you want to know?
To start back at the beginning and go slow and tell me as many details as you can remember.
So, because I mean, I'm already going to jail for 15 years probably.
I have no idea.
Because
we're at the beginning.
It's murder. I mean, I'm going to jail for 20 probably, but so I figured, why fight it?
Okay. So what's important to me is to learn as much about you and what you did as I can.
Well,
as many details as you can give me, the better.
I drive a 2007 Ford 500.
Okay.
And I keep a small 18-inch bat in there for self-defense, and a large kitchen knife in the glove box, both for self-defense, because I don't really trust anyone, or really any part of this town, so that's why I have both. And, let's see, yeah, it was the night of February 27th, it was a full moon, and I figured I can see so well, why not drive out? And I am in a bad state of mind at that time. I have major depressive disorder, so I am not thinking, I shall say, positively.
Okay.
And I'm cruising around for an hour and a half. So I fill up on gas halfway through, and I'm eventually driving underneath the bridge near the sheriff's office. You know, like how...
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
There's a road underneath, right? Out under the overpass. And I was driving along, and I see a shape here on the railway track. So I'm like, oh, interesting. So I go up, and as I'm looking, I see a large thing wrapped in a canvas.
Okay.
That's a homeless person. So I grab my knife, I put on 3 layers of gloves, because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin, those vinyl gloves, by imprinting your fingerprints through. So I put on 3 on one hand. I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas, and I stabbed his neck.
Okay.
He was panicking at first. In his old man voice, he was in his 50s. I know why I call him an old man. He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Ah!" And I just kept on stabbing his neck. It's okay if I do a demonstration.
Oh, yeah.
This is him. I was straddled on top of him like this.
Okay.
And he couldn't fight back. It was actually surprisingly easy. I was barely breaking a sweat. I thought, oh, this guy, he's going to be tough. But no, it was actually surprisingly easy. And during the time, I was growling and making animalistic noises.
Why were you doing that?
I suppose it was a frenzy.
Okay.
I was so excited, so rushed up on adrenaline, and I was just, woo-hoo. And I paused, and he said, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "I've been wanting to do this for a long time, murder someone." And then I continued. The whole ordeal lasted about a minute and a half.
Okay.
And I stabbed, when I was finished stabbing him, he took out his last breath, a grunt, and his head was halfway cut off in stabs. All the while, no, actually, after I killed him, I just couldn't stop saying, "Stinky, dirty, dirty, stinky, stinky." It wasn't. I wasn't smelling anything, but...
And why were you saying that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And,
but you remember doing it, so...
Yeah. I suppose it was just me speaking out my mind at that moment. It was a pouring out of the mind.
Were you worried about, I mean, this looks like it's pretty close to the road and stuff, somebody seeing you or catching you?
It was 11 p.m., so not many were driving by. Well, it was behind the pillar. So, like, here's the road. It was here. So people would only see a brief thing here and here.
So were you worried about them seeing you?
I was worried about one of them stopping. But
what did you think could happen if somebody...
Well, if they looked, well, it was quite dark under there, so they wouldn't have seen the guy unless they looked. They would have seen me holding a bloody 12-inch knife, wearing gloves, and wearing a mask to conceal my identity, a face mask.
Okay. So you weren't doing it for COVID, you were doing it to hide your face?
Partially. Social distancing. Right. Yeah, but no one stopped. And I'm just like, proves the bystander effect. Then I left his body there. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover pizza box from the dinner a few nights ago. And then I took the hands, put them in the back, drove home, hid the hands and head in my room, cleaned the knife, threw away the garbage with the blood on it, and then put the blood-stained, wasn't stained, it had splatters on it. I put it in the dish, in the washing machine.
What did you put in there?
I put the outfit I murdered him in a washing.
Wearing, or?
Yeah, I was wearing.
Okay.
In a washing machine, put it on high speed so it would effectively remove the blood. Washed it twice. And then I tried going to sleep, but I was worried that because there was a hole in my gloves right here, I was worried that they would be able to obtain a partial print.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, why not go all the way? I drove back in a different outfit, picked up his body, surprisingly heavy, put it in my trunk, and drove to the Blue Heron drop-off station.
Okay.
I parked, so it's like this, right? So let's say this is the ground. The ramp is quite steep, and you need to have four-wheel drive to pull out of it.
Okay.
And my car didn't. I thought, so I pull in, I thought that I could drive out, because I put it in reverse, A, so that it's easier to pull the body out, and B, because the back tires would provide propulsion to push up.
Right.
And I open the trunk, I take his body out, I put it in the water, and because I don't want fingerprints on a body, so I just tried moving it with my shoes. That works successfully. He goes out some part in the river and floats off.
Okay.
God knows where he is now.
And you talked about you were just kind of in a bad space that night.
It was, yes.
Okay. Why were you in a bad space?
I didn't take my medicine, and plus for years I was wondering what murder would feel like, because like Ted Bundy and the Zodiac, they all say murder is the best feeling in the world. So I'm like, I'm going to try that.
Okay.
So for some time I had been wondering when it would happen. I always knew I would be in this building, whether it was as a criminal or a police officer.
Okay.
Because I was planning to go in the military, go into forensics.
Okay. All right.
And
how long do you really, honestly think you've been thinking about really, at some point, you wanted to know what murder felt like?
A year.
Okay. All right. And you said you read books?
I read books. I have a book on forensics.
Okay. Did you read the book, the Ted Bundy book?
No, I have not read the Ted Bundy book.
Okay.
I
probably have seen excerpts. Have you seen, like, little comments from it or things like that?
I'm not sure what book you're talking about.
The one you mentioned, the whole stuff about Ted Bundy. A lot has been written.
No, it was on the internet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. And Pete has studied him too. So
crazy.
You seem more like Ed, if you know who Ed
Gain.
No, Ed in California. Big Ed.
Ed Kemper.
Yeah. Studied him? You remind me of Ed Kemper.
I know of him. He was a Goliath. He was 6'9", 300 pounds.
So can I ask you a question? Almost all those people did this for some sort of, whether they had sex with the body or it was some sexual gratification in their mind?
Criminology, there's different types of... I'm not a serial killer by no means. But with serial killers, there's different types of them. There's organized, disorganized, visionary, missionary.
I'm just wondering what gets you excited about doing it?
Well, I'm not really sexually attracted to it.
Okay. I was just asking.
It was just curiosity, more or less.
And you said you studied criminology and forensics and all that?
Not college study or school study. It's like a passing interest.
I understand. But what were you worried about, like leaving evidence behind or being caught?
Totally.
So tell me about that and what you did then.
Well, I was figuring the police don't. This is not to be taken offense, but police, they don't seem to care as much about high-risk individuals, homeless people, prostitutes, etc. So I was deliberately looking for someone who lived that type of life.
Okay.
And I found a homeless person, and the original goal was just leave him there. But I was worried about the fibers on the outfit I was wearing that would be on his clothes and stuff. So I deliberately messed up the clothes.
Okay.
Not cutting them up, just throwing them around. And I was worried about just how long it would take to find him, because it's a somewhat traveled road. Eventually someone with the windows down is going to smell something off. The police have a nose for that type of thing. They're trained to be able to identify the smell of a corpse. So that's where the river idea came from, because a river will wash away a lot of evidence. Rivers are quite tricky. And obviously that was botched.
So how long have you been planning or looking for someone to do this with before you found this guy?
About a year.
About a year?
No, 6 months.
So have you come close or seen somebody or chickened out or anything in the past?
No. I mean, I was looking for a deliberately secluded place like that one. I wouldn't just go up in Clifton and find someone walking down the street and stab them. No, that's too public. Everyone sees that.
Well, have you looked like at the homeless places or anything in the past?
I have, yes. I would go on night drives often, maybe once every 2 weeks. And I would just peruse the streets.
Okay. So before this guy, how close have you come in the past?
Not at all.
Not at all? You just drive around?
Yeah, look, just try and find
someone. Is anybody interesting in your mind thought of a plan?
Well, occasionally when you see girls walking down the street, I take a glance at them, because it really is like Ed Kemper, where half of me says, well, I'm quite inept with women. I'm being honest, I'm no Casanova. But half of me says, I want to take that girl home and make her feel nice. And the other half of me, it's just like what Ed said, is I want to see what her head looks like on a stick. So occasionally when I'm driving down the road, if I see someone that catches my eye, I'll just
Were you worried about getting caught while you were doing it or before you did it?
I was worried about afterwards. For this past day and a half, including this day, I felt so anxious. Because not only is my car in the river, there's blood on it, there's body parts in my house, my parents like to look through my things occasionally, and when they see blood, and eventually when they're going to get the news that a body was found in the river, that's very much circumstantial evidence that's pointing to me. So I was very much anxious these past days that I was eventually going to get caught.
Okay. What did you think would happen if you got caught?
Well, I figured my mother would have confronted me about it, but no, she didn't even say it until the police arrived. I thought the police would handcuff me, but apparently I've been cooperational, so.
So what in your life has changed, or what in your mind has changed to make you?
I don't know.
Was it like something all of a sudden one day you woke up and thought I'll kill someone, or was it a gradual?
It was gradual, I think. Call me weird, but I think everyone has had thoughts of shooting up their school. I didn't, though. And then because of that, I suppose I just don't really like people at all. I don't know.
So thoughts of shooting up to school to today, what has happened?
Well, last year my parents found a kit I had been assembling. It had hammers, shovels, knives, large zip ties, duct tape, saw. That was meant for hurting people. They found it though, and they were ready to call the police until I had convinced them it was via other methods, for other things, like, and it was an ultimatum where if I didn't throw it away, all that, they would call the police, and then I would have been arrested on charges of conspiracy.
If you had not been caught by your folks, what do you think you would have done next?
With the kid?
I don't know. No. Let's talk about like today. If you would have been able to get rid of the head, and your folks did not find it.
Well, it depends.
Okay.
Would you guys have been able to solve it if the body was found in the river, the head and hands were missing, and there were no fingerprints or DNA?
Well, we'd like to think so, but who knows?
Right, who knows? We'd love to think so, but
so let's say we didn't solve it. What happens next?
Then what would you have thought of to do next?
Well, I thought I would have been very careful, because I would have been worried at any moment this could become a cold case, and then it could be solved later on down the line. So I probably would have done it again, because that was just to see what it felt like. And if I had gotten away with it, I would have just kept the secret to the grave.
During the trial, Brian pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. His defense highlighted his mental health diagnoses, including major depressive disorder, ADHD, and autism. However, the prosecution presented evidence of premeditation, including Brian's prior statements about targeting vulnerable individuals. The interrogation footage was a pivotal piece of evidence in court. It dismantled any argument that Brian acted in a state of insanity, as he displayed clear reasoning and understanding of his actions. It also demonstrated how dangerous he had become, reinforcing the necessity of his life sentence without parole. After deliberation, the jury found Brian guilty of first-degree murder and evidence tampering. He was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 13.5 years for the tampering charges. In the aftermath, the community rallied to honor Warren's memory. A metal statue, replicating the chair he often sat in, now stands as a poignant reminder of his presence and the impact he had on those around him. This case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and the need for community support systems. It also highlights the vulnerabilities faced by homeless individuals and the critical role society plays in protecting its most defenseless members. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health issues, please reach out to the resources provided. together we can work towards a safer and more compassionate society. Don't forget to like, subscribe,